So is like no one vegan anymore? What's up, beautiful people of the internet? I'm here today to give you another response video. I just responded to Raw Alignment's post about buying a dog from a breeder, and you guys really liked that, so I decided I would do some more response videos. And today, as you can tell by the title, I'm responding to Joey Graceffa's why I stopped being vegan. Before I get into this video, I do want to ask you guys, if you go and watch this video, to please be respectful in the comments, because when I first joined YouTube, Joey was one of the first people I ever subscribed to, and he has changed my life in so many ways. I honestly don't know if I would be here if his YouTube channel didn't exist. So please be nice. So Joey Graceffa made a video called Why I Stopped Being Vegan, What I Eat in a Day. At the time of this recording, it has over 250,000 views. So that's really speaking to a lot of people. Joey does have over 8.9 million subscribers on his main channel, and he has over 2.5 million subscribers on his gaming channel. I know that really doesn't have anything to do with veganism, but across his platforms, he is talking to probably over 10 million people, and that is a huge influence. I'm just really getting sick of these I'm no longer vegan videos, especially because it sounds a lot of the time like they weren't vegan in the first place. Before I keep rambling on about all of that, let's just start with the video.
Good day everyone, and welcome to today's video where I'm going to be showing you everything that I eat in a day. Because I've been very sick, I've been focused on my health and recovering my immune system, so a lot of the foods you're gonna see are on a Candida based diet. If you guys don't know what Candida is, basically it's fungus in your body, and it can overgrow, and it can cause a lot of different health issues, which I have faced. So that's currently what I'm trying to battle, and if you give it too much sugar, you're feeding it. So a lot of the food that I eat during the day is kind of boring, but we're gonna have a little bit of fun today. I'm gonna show you everything that I eat.
So the first half of this video, he's kind of just saying what he eats in a day. It's a typical video, I guess. And he talks about how he's on this Candida diet, so he has to have specific things. But I do want to remind you guys that there is not a single nutrient in animal products that you cannot find in plant products. Not a single one. So when people say that it's for dietary reasons, for health reasons, it is flat out wrong. We can get all of our nutrients from plants. There's not a single nutrient in animals that we cannot get from plants, okay? Let's just clear that right now.
So this is Candida.
So see, this whole like Candida thing that he has like the bottle for and stuff, from what I'm seeing, it looks like it's vegan. So I don't understand, like, it doesn't really sound like he needed to quit being vegan for health reasons. I mean, he does have health issues, but it doesn't sound like eating a vegan diet was the thing that caused any of that. So I don't understand how he's putting these two together, but I mean, whatever, let's continue.
So, living coconut yogurt. These are so freaking good.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
They taste like dirt.
No, they taste a little sour, but I like that. This only has 1 gram of sugar, 2 technically because it's 2 serving sizes. Has a lot of fat, but that's okay because I lost 15 pounds, so I'm trying to get that back.
He like says he wants to get pounds back. I feel as though coconut yogurt probably isn't the best way to go about that. Yeah, you're gonna gain weight, but it's gonna be fat because you're eating fat. So it's probably not the best solution, but I mean, it's vegan, so you do you, boo.
Storm and I had a tradition every time I'd have a smoothie with peanut butter, for almond butter. I'd let him lick the rest off the knife or the spoon.
So this is something I noticed in the video, that he fed his dog peanut butter, and he probably did give him a peanut butter that is totally fine for dogs, but there are many peanut butters and yogurts and other things that have a sweetener called xylitol in it, and it can be extremely dangerous to dogs. So I would definitely be going over tons of labels and making sure that you're not feeding your dog poison. Just saying. Just want to put that in here for other people that are going to watch this video and think it's okay to feed their dogs peanut butter and aren't going to check about what's in it first. They should probably know.
I'm being a little crazy, and today I'm having pancakes! I'm going to the gym today, so it's good energy to have, and these are paleo pancakes, and yeah, let's go look at them. So this is what we are working with today. This is from Birch Benders. I saw these at the store. They're paleo, they're grain-free, dairy-free, what else free? It wasn't free, I can tell you that. Where does it say? Oh, grain-free, gluten-free, and no added sugar. That is music to my freaking ears, because those are the things I can't have. So the fact that I can have pancakes, which I thought I couldn't, is very exciting. Let's just look.
And now he's gonna have pancakes. I'm gonna pause that right there so you guys can see that. It's got eggs in it, so we know for sure that that's not vegan. I mean, baby chicks had to die for that, so that kind of sucks.
Okay, cool. So these seem pretty healthy.
They seem pretty healthy. You realize that you cannot legally call these healthy. I mean, nobody's gonna sue you for it or anything, but I don't know if many of you know about this. It was discussed in What the Health. If you haven't seen that documentary, I'm gonna link it below. Make sure to check it out. But eggs cannot legally be labeled as safe, healthy, low-fat, healthful, part of a balanced diet, nutritious, good for you, or low-calorie. It can't be labeled as any of those things. So to be telling his viewers, the 260,000 people that have already watched this, that it's healthy, is a complete and utter lie. He's telling people false information. They're gonna go out and buy this product thinking it's healthy, and it's filled with saturated fat and cholesterol that is going to cause heart disease, diabetes.
I don't really know what I'm gonna do for a topping right now. I think I'm gonna go look online and see what type of Candida diet things you can have on pancakes. Okay, so these are the finished pancakes. They look so good. I couldn't find anything quick enough for a replacement, so if you guys have any ideas, put them in the comments. But I'm just gonna put some more of my favorite yogurt on top. I think that's good enough for right now. So I'm gonna go eat these outside.
And then he just tops off the pancakes with a whole bunch of that coconut yogurt again. This honestly is blowing my mind that he thinks that this is healthy. It's freaking dangerous. Like, we could like maybe put this in a chronometer or something. I don't want to do that right now because that's just work. But I can just like look at this and be able to tell that that is way past what any person should require of saturated fat in their diet. Honestly, we don't need like pretty much any saturated fat. There's other healthy fats we need, but the amount of fat that he is eating just in the two yogurts and then the pancakes alone is astounding. Like, it probably already doubled or tripled the amount of fat that I eat in a day, so I don't know where he's getting this healthy thing from.
I do want to say, those pancakes I had earlier definitely had a reaction with my stomach. I'm very sensitive, so I got bloated really quick from those pancakes. I don't really know what, because they were gluten-free, grain-free, all the things free.
All the things free, except for, you know, the loads of like fat, the cholesterol, you know, eggs. That's probably it. Yeah. All of that nasty shit that's in there. How it's also very highly processed and refined. Fantastic. I have no idea why it didn't sit well.
Anyways, let's make me a smoothie. Okay, so this recipe has 3/4 cup of spinach, a bit of coconut milk, a whole cucumber, half of an avocado, and some mint.
Now he's building a smoothie, coconut milk, and an avocado. I mean, avocado, definitely healthy fat, but coconut milk, I almost guarantee that there is fat in there that you do not need. And you've already definitely got enough fat today, and now we're just adding more to it. Basically, it looks like almost half your calories are coming from fat. That's just ridiculous. Like, no wonder your health is not okay.
So this is a new protein powder that I have been trying out.
Alright, so in this smoothie, he's adding bone broth protein meal and the collagen supplement stuff. I don't know. Personally, for me, even before going vegan, I wouldn't really want to eat someone's bones, but whatever. Gross. Actually, many health organizations have stated that we get twice as much protein as we need. The daily requirements are around 45 grams for a woman and around 56 grams for a male, depending on your size, your exercise, everything, you know, genetics. But it's gonna be around there, give or take a few grams. Maybe if you're bodybuilding, you'll need a little more. But most of us never need protein supplements. It's actually killing us. We overconsume protein and it has devastating effects on our health. So adding in protein, no. It's actually almost physically impossible to be protein deficient as long as you are getting enough calories throughout the day. So this whole protein myth is just ridiculous. We really don't need to focus on that. As long as you're not starving to death, you're getting enough protein. The thing you should focus on is fiber, because hardly anyone gets enough fiber.
It's actually a bone broth protein powder, which has a lot of really good nutritional benefits, especially for your gut. I'm also going to be adding in some collagen peptides, which also is really good for your gut and healing it. So I'm gonna mix both these together.
He also said that it has great benefits, especially for your gut. I don't know if you know this, but there have been many studies that vegan gut health is much better than their non-vegan counterparts. Much like donating blood, there are people that actually need fecal donations. I know that sounds really disturbing and gross, like putting poop into somebody else, but people do need it. And the organizations that collect these donations basically put vegans at the top of the list because they know that plant-based diets are the healthiest for our guts. So, I don't know. Joey, where did you do your research? Because I did some other research and I have learned way different things than you have. So I just want to know like where you're getting this from, because it doesn't make any sense.
Yesterday I already planned for my lunch today, so I ordered 2 salads yesterday from Creation when I ordered. So this is just the kinky quinoa combo. So it just has free-range chicken, quinoa, kale.
Free-range chicken. I think he really doesn't know. Let me show you a video of free-range chickens. So, standard chickens in the egg industry, they are actually crammed into these small cages. A lot of people, to make themselves feel better about their choices, will choose ethical, humane eggs that are free range. Free range means that they're not in a cage. It doesn't actually mean they're like in a field enjoying the sun. They can legally cram over 50,000 birds into a single shed. Chickens can only recognize a couple hundred of each other and they have a pecking order. And when they're crammed that many into a small building like that, there's no way for them to recognize all of their siblings. So it creates chaos and they actually murder each other. So when you think that your chicken is humane, cage-free, it's nothing like that.
So now it's time for my salade. I actually haven't had chicken in a really long time. I was kind of vegan for the past 3 years.
I was kind of vegan for the last 3 years. This is where I have the biggest problem with this video. He labeled it why I stopped being vegan, and he claims to have been a vegan that whole time. But in this video, he literally just said I was kind of being vegan. There's no kind of vegan. It's either you're vegan or you're not. Either you pay for animal exploitation or you don't. It's a pretty simple concept. If we applied it to any other situation, it wouldn't be a kind of. If it was abusing children, oh, I'm kind of not a child abuser. I only hit them on the weekends. No, there's not a kind of. Either you do it or you don't. And that's the same thing with being kind of vegan. You're not kind of vegan. You don't kind of not contribute to animals being exploited. You can say you're plant-based, which is a great thing. It is way better than what the majority of people are doing. But we have to make sure there's a distinction between the two. There's vegan and plant-based. Vegan is gonna be not using animals at all, not eating them, not using their secretions, not going to circuses and zoos and aquariums and buying leather and testing products on animals, none of that. And then plant-based is eating plants for your health, and just trying to do the best you can. It can be sort of for an ethical reason, but it is not the same. There are two different things. And he was plant-based this whole time, and he was claiming to be vegan. This is the problem. It deters people away from veganism because they don't understand it. They see that he failed because he actually wasn't vegan. He never actually did it in the first place. So people will see this and think like, there's no point. Well, when he can't even speak about veganism for himself, how is he gonna get the correct message across to other people? The people that we need advocating for veganism is vegans. Like people who are true ethical vegans. That's what this movement is about. There are 80 billion land animals slaughtered every single year, and it needs to end.
And then since coming back from Japan, I started implementing chicken back into my diet like once or twice a week. And it's actually provided me a lot more energy.
So he's saying that the chicken gave him energy and that he didn't have any energy when he was vegan. There is no magical nutrient in flesh that gives you energy. You're probably just calorie deficient. You claim to have lost weight. You can only lose weight by having a calorie deficit. Eating chicken and gaining energy, you're probably just finally eating enough calories, which you can totally do on a vegan diet. Eat lentils. They are one of the most calorie dense foods out there. It's a simple fix.
I feel like I was always told like being on a vegan diet is supposed to give you more energy, and I think at first maybe it did, but after a while I was just always so tired. No matter how much B12 supplements I had, I got my blood tested and I ranked super high on B12, so it's not like I was deficient in B12 that would make me tired. I just think my body personally just needed it just every so often.
I just feel like my body needed it. You know whose body needed it? The chicken that had to die for it. They needed their body, but you took it from them.
This is free range and it's organic, and I'm trying my best to, you know, gain some weight back and eat healthy. This is the easiest and quickest way I know how, because being vegan is very difficult. I'm constantly bloated, dealing with a lot of gut issues. You know, my health comes first. I'm sorry to the chickens that unfortunately I'm eating.
He's saying that veganism is very difficult, constantly bloated, dealing with gut issues. Dude, I just gotta say, you're probably eating some nasty ass shit then. I don't know, processed foods, a whole bunch of meat substitutes. It looks like you're eating coconut yogurt, which is all fat. like as one of your main things. So I really don't think that this was a vegan issue at all, as much as you probably just don't have a healthy diet. If you look at Dr. McDougall's research, eating a diet that is primarily starch-based is the healthiest diet we can eat. He's had over 6,000 patients with success stories. So, I don't know, man, like, do your research, because this isn't a vegan problem. There are millions of healthy vegans all around the world, and you're just letting us down.
Every time I eat chicken, I just feel so bad, and I just like take a moment. I know it sounds weird, but thank the chicken for giving their life.
He feels bad and he thanks the chicken. That's not helping. That doesn't do anything. The chicken doesn't hear your thoughts or your prayers or whatever. That chicken is dead because of you. Yeah, you keep saying that this is for health, but I'm gonna repeat this again and again because I don't know what else to say about this. There is no magical nutrients in animal products that you cannot find in plant products. There's no excuse for the decisions that you're making.
It's really sad to think about it because when you buy chicken, it's like what? $6 to $8 to $10. Oh, it's just like really sad to think that that chicken's life is only worth $10. Like their body and just their death was only worth 10. I know this is getting deep, but it's just really sad.
I do really appreciate that he put that in there. Buying a chicken is only about $8 or $10. That their whole life is $10. Could you imagine having a price tag on you for $10?
Let's try it, okay? Let's just... Delicious.
Ugh, when people do that, like, he feels really bad, he doesn't want to eat the chicken, and he sees it as a chicken, and he thinks about it before he does it, and he still puts it in his mouth. Like, I don't know, for me, the idea of putting someone else's flesh in my mouth again is just repulsive. I look back how I used to eat meat for 20 years, and it just sickens me. The thought of someone's flesh in your mouth, chewing it up and swallowing it, like, ugh, it's so repulsive. And he just goes, like, ugh, made me want to vomit.
I would actually recommend that you guys watching cut back on how much meat you do consume a week. Especially red meat. Just because cows, the whole process of what it takes to feed a cow just requires so much energy and resources and grain and food to feed them. It really does play an effect on the environment. And also, their poop and their farts are causing gases to be put into the air, which sounds funny and stupid, but it's actually true. It is affecting our environment.
Again, I do have to really appreciate this. These are the good points. Like, he says all this nonsense health stuff, but then he points out these amazing aspects of veganism, that we are having an environmental crisis. Just last week, the United Nations announced that we have until the year 2030. That's less than 12 years that we have to make drastic changes across the board, or we will see irreversible catastrophic climate change. The rate that we're going right now, it is highly likely that we would see the end of humanity in our lifetime. So I really appreciate that he's pointing out how horrible this is for the environment, because if everyone in the world went vegan, it still wouldn't be enough. If every country on Earth met their agreements in the Paris Agreement, it would not be enough. We have to have a complete overhaul of everything. The way that human civilization lives has to be completely changed. And most of these changes are gonna be at the systemic level. It's gonna take time, and we have to vote. But this is something that we can do 3 times a day. We can vote 3 times a day. for either a world of destruction, chaos, climate catastrophes, or a world of compassion, a world where we're trying to work towards a greener, more sustainable way of living. Those are our two choices. I want to make it very clear that every time you buy an animal product, you are voting for Mother Earth to kill us off. The Earth isn't dying. Us as humans, we're killing it. We're murdering her. And Mother Earth is a hell of a lot stronger than us, and she is pissed. And she is going to wipe us out. So it's really up to us for our survival. It's vital to go towards a plant-based way of living. It is absolutely necessary, or we won't have a future. So I do really appreciate that he talks about that in his video, because that is a very important thing. And he does tell people to cut down on red meat. So Joey, if you're watching this, thank you for doing that. That is amazing. But then again, you just made a video that allows people to completely look over and dismiss that whole entire point, because they're gonna be scared about the health aspects. Because you don't know how to have a healthy diet, other people are gonna think that vegans can't be healthy. It's not fair what you're doing. It's not fair to your viewers, it's not fair to the animals, it's not fair to the environment. I understand that you're trying to do the right thing, and I am grateful for you for pointing out key parts, but this video is reckless.
Since I cooked last night, I guess I'm cooking tonight, but we're doing something a little easier. We are making these Beyond Meat, the Beyond Burger. They're plant-based, they have a ton of protein, soy-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, all that good stuff.
Well, we clearly know who the chef in this house is. My meals don't ever look like this, as you can tell. Wow.
So I do appreciate that they did kind of start to end the video with that vegan meal. That was important. I know he's still trying, but trying is not enough. We have to be doing.
So the final thing I'm having tonight is my dessert, which is just almond milk and some collagen, but this is lavender lemon flavored. So blended, it just tastes so good. I'm currently obsessed with the taste of lavender.
We change it up again, and we go again with more fat and the collagen. It's a very confusing message that you're sending your viewers, and it's not fair to them.
That's everything that I ate today. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Well, that's his video. I just think Joey might need to do a lot more research. He probably hasn't seen Dominion. I will also link that documentary down below. If he would have watched such a film, I don't think he would be able to actually buy those animal products again. I don't really know what to say to this. I guess no one's actually vegan. I don't know what's going on. I'm vegan. It's not hard for me. I don't know why it's hard for everyone else. Like, you simply don't buy animal products. You simply don't use animals. It's a very easy, simple concept. I've never had a problem with it so far. I mean, I've been vegan for only a year, but everything's going great. So, I don't know. I do want to thank you for being a great advocate for the LGBT community, because like I said, if you wouldn't have made a YouTube channel, I might not be alive. So I really do owe you a big thank you, but I do ask you, Joey, to please do a lot more research, because we don't have time for this. We don't have time to try to be good. We need to do the right things. If you guys agree with my points in this video, then give it a thumbs up. If you disagree, give it a thumbs down. I don't care. Leave a comment and tell me things I missed or things I'm wrong about, because I can make mistakes. I am human. If you guys want to see more response videos like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Click that notification bell so you know when I upload, because it's kind of random right now. I will link my response video to Elise right here. And until next time, be vegan. Bye. Gross.